In this video, I want to show you how to resolve flash atmospheric correction error in ENVI software. Most times, when you run flash atmospheric corrections in ENVI software, you can encounter an error which will make the process to be unsuccessful. In this video, I will demonstrate how to run flash atmospheric correction in ENVI. I will show you the error and I will also show you how to resolve the error. So let's get started. Now, the next process is the flash atmospheric corrections. So now to do that, come back to radiometric correction and come to atmospheric correction module. Click to expand it. And here you can see flash atmospheric correction. Double click to open the tool. And here is it. So our input radiance image. Click here and select this radiance, that is this one we calibrated. Then click on OK. So it will bring this radiance scale factor. Since we use radiometric calibration to generate this radiance, so we are going to use this second option called use single scale factor for all bands. Click to select it and leave the single scale factor at 1. Then click on OK. Then this output reflectance file, click here, navigate to your working folder. So let's name it Reflectance. And click on Open. Then our output directory for flash file. This output directory for flash file, click here and then navigate to that very folder you are working. Here is the folder. I'll select it and click on OK. So the output directory for flash file has been selected. Then the root name for flash file, let me just name it flash. Yes. Then the scene center location, you can choose lat and long, you can choose anyone depending on you. Let's go with lat and long. Let's say that is degree, minute, second. So the sensor type, since I'm using Landsat 8, so click here and come to Multispectral. Then since I'm using Landsat 8, I'll come to Landsat 8 OLI. Select it as the sensor type. Then here you have to select the date and time of flight. Now to know that, go back to your folder. This is Landsat 8. Open it and come to the MTL file. Here is my MTL file. Double click to open it. So when it opens, let me bring it here. For the date of acquisition, scroll down. So you can see the date product was generated. Here is it. It was generated January 3rd, 2024. You can see the dates here. So go back to ENVI software. So here is January 3rd, year 2024. Yes. Then for the time of flight, go back to that very MTL file. Here you can see the time 2:36:37. So go back here. Here is 2. Here is 36. And then 37. Yes, this is the time. The ground elevation, and it must be in kilometer. The value you will input here depends on your location or study area. that is the location of the image you are using. So that is what the term is, what you put here, and it must be in kilometer. For my case is 0.634. Then the pixel size, I'm using Landsat 8, so the pixel size will be 30. So put 30 here. Then if you come down here for the aerosol model, if you click on the drop down, you can see different model here, and then this depends on your location. So based on my location, tropospheric is the proper model, so I'll select it. Then the aerosol retriever, so I'm going with 2-band KT. Then for the atmospheric model, if you click on this drop down, you can see subarctic winter, mid-latitude winter, US standard, subarctic summer, mid-latitude summer, and tropical. This also depends on your location, depending on your lat and long. Now let me show you a document here. So my location based on the lat and long, let me show you again. Based on my lat and long, my location fall on tropical. So if I come here, my location based on my lat and long, the T stand for tropical. My location falls at tropical. So if you need this verified to locate your locations, you can kindly join our membership or buy me a coffee. I'll send you the whole manual and everything. So my location fall at tropical. So here I'll select tropical for my atmospheric model. Then for the water column multiplier, leave it at 1. And for the initial visibility, let's leave it at default, which is 40 kilometer. Then come to this multispectral settings. Click on this multispectral settings. It will open this multispectral settings page. So let me adjust this dialog, and I'm going with these options. So assign default values based on retrieval condition. Click on default and select this overland retrieval standard. Click on it. Then click on OK. So I've successfully set all the parameters here. So the next thing, click on apply. You can see the error message. The error message comes from incorrect input of date and time. When you input incorrect dates of satellite image capturing and time of flights, this will generate this kind of error. But there is an error message here. Calculated solar elevation for given date, time, lat, long is negative. So let me show you how to resolve this error. So let's go back and check the actual dates and time of the data acquisition. So I'll just click on cancel. So let's open the metadata again. Okay, I think here is the mistake. The date I initially entered was actually wrong. Likewise the time. This is the actual date and time. So date acquire at scene center time. This is the right thing I should enter. So this is December 16th 2023. So what I will do, I will go back here and edit it. I will put December 16 2023. Then the time, let's check the time. The time is 9:49:34. So I'll go back there. The time is 9:49:34. So let's verify. Yes, 9:49:34. So this is the actual time and date. Then let's click on apply and see the results. Yes, the process is done. Here you can see the FLAASH atmospheric correction results. If I expand it a bit, here you can see the visibility. The visibility here is about 37.3 kilometer, and the average water amount is about 3.05 centimeter. So this is how to resolve flash atmospheric correction error in ENVI software. Thank you for watching.